1-0 to the Arse. 1-0 to the Arsenal. Don't you love to see it? 3 points was a must. And we got the 3 points, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Bucky's View. Welcome to the channel, man. Listen. Where do I even start? It's Arsenal, isn't it? They're gonna make it emotional for us. They're gonna make it a roller coaster for us. And that's what we essentially got to an extent. We controlled vast majority of the moments in possession and everything else within the game. Everton's a super poor side. They're just mad poor, and they use these tactics that you think to yourself, rah, like you shouldn't. Not in the Premier League, my guy. Like not in the Premier League. People like the video, subscribe to the channel. Let's go. This is the reaction. And where do I start? I knew we was gonna. What did I say in my pre-match preview? I said we until the first goal goes in, it's gonna be all jittery. It's gonna be huffing and puffing, and that's exactly what we got, people. We got beer huffing and puffing. That offside decision, let's just move forward from that. If it's offside, it's offside. Sometimes it's going to go for us, sometimes it's going to work against us, and effectively that's what we got today, working against us. Last week, well, 2 weeks ago, we got it working for us against Manchester United. But yeah, Everton, man, this team, bro, they have got some serious problems in the sense that they can't score goals, they can't defend. And for us to leave there with a 1-0 win, it's kind of like, come on, Arsenal, man. We need to be more clinical. I wanted Jesus to start. You've seen the difference that he does. His football is different. It's just, his approach is just different. I know he didn't do much, but he asks a bit more questions out of the opposition and stuff like that. Fabio Vieira getting his chance, and I think he took it. I think there were moments where, the old situation with the physicality and stuff like that got the better out of him. But in terms of technical aspect, technically playing football, the last minute triangle through ball and stuff like that, whether it's a straight on through ball or whether it's a bender, he's your guy. Fabio Vieira is your guy for that. The back four, they played well. Listen, clean sheet, David Raya, fantastic performance. And I say that to say this, people. I'm not gonna lie, Ramsdale's my guy and all, but that performance from David Raya, he's just got a super calming influence about him. He looks even more calming than Ramsdale does, and he looks even more composed than Ramsdale does. He doesn't have that flip flappity kind of element to him that Ramsdale does. And even Gary Neville was saying it, in the commentary, he's saying, is this Arsenal's number one? I'll be honest and I'll be real. It's too early to say, but because we don't know what Mikel Arteta could be doing in terms of adding or starting him in this game. Maybe he's just getting him warmed up for the Champions League game that we got next, or maybe it's just a case where he's saying, you know what, man's gonna start doing the rotating thing. And if it's the rotating thing, cool, but you can't keep rotating keepers. So look, man, that performance there, clean sheet on your debut, fantastic. The player ratings videos, of course, is gonna come up straight after this as well, so we'll get to that after. But yeah, in terms of a reaction, look, the engine in the middle, uh, Declan Rice, he's just the guy in it. He's pivotal. He is instrumental to everything that we do, linking everything up. Martin Odegaard had a good performance as well. Captain performance, I think, obviously minus the goals and so forth. Saka, my boy, Bukayo Saka looks like he's getting back to his Bukayo Saka self. Not his super elite, lethal self, but he was definitely more productive today. He had a better showing. He was there for the assist, for the Trossard goal. And I think that he didn't have the usual shot, coming in on the left-hand side, but he was more threatening. He was going on the inside, he was going on the outside, which was good to see. He looked more of his sort of lethal threat self in this game than the previous last games. Trossard, listen, what a banger. Comes on for the injured Martinelli. Hopefully it's just a little niggle, whatever it is with Martinelli. Good finish by Martinelli. Unlucky with Nketiah being offside, but Trossard's finished. Listen, man, I say that to say this. Bad boy. And he's in the team for exactly those reasons. Coming off the bench and making an impact, having an impact, getting a goal or two, getting an assist, and he did that today for us. We get the win at Goodison Park. This is what, like, it was crazy, like, because in the build up to this game, I was like, raw, I can't believe we only, like, what? we've last time we won it was 2017 in Premier League with Wenger still. That's crazy, bro. We're shutting that down today. And the boys did that. They looked like they were committed to shutting that record or that curse, whatever you want to call it. And we move people. We absolutely move, man. Let's get it. In terms of match stats and stuff like that, look, I'm gonna quickly just cover the main ones. Possession, look at this: 74 for Arsenal, for us, and 26%. It's like raw. Like, how can we only win 1-0? We need to be able to. And look, they're a stubborn side. They're gonna use all of them crazy tactics, fighting and all of these things. We know this. We know all of this. But at the end of the day, Arsenal needs to be more clinical when we get chances, and we need to be able to create more chances against these stubborn teams, man, against these stubborn managers, bro. But yeah, shots on target, 4 shots on target against their 11 corners. And this is going to be a kind of a little topic of discussion because Gary Neville and the other commentator, they kept on bringing it up. They kept on saying that we were taking too long in corners, and our tactic not too long, but they were just kind of like they were analyzing. They were trying to speak on what they were seeing, and that's our tactics. If whatever we're implementing, it worked today against a stubborn side, it's going to be maybe a different tactic against a more fluid side against Tottenham, who's next in the Premier League. Maybe we're not going to implement that tactic. Maybe we will. I don't know, but don't try to make it into a thing now. And point the finger at Arsenal, oh, too much time wasting this and that, and forget it. It's tactics. We understand how powerful it is to be, the influence of the home crowd. When we're playing away, we need to implement our tactics. And if there's anything within the legality realm, then let it run. Let it run. But yeah, people, man, listen, we absolutely move. And let me just bring up the table because I think that it's important, for us. Keep on saying it, I keep on mentioning it, that the Premier League is already in a race in a sense, and you're looking at teams that essentially shouldn't even be there, but technically, by by their own doing, they're there. And whatever Tottenham's manager's name is, Angie Posta, whatever it is, he's getting them to play football. They're on 13 points. Liverpool on 13 points. We're on 13 points, chasing Man City, who's on 15 points, and that's how we got to keep it. Next fixtures coming up are very, very important as well. We got some tricky fixtures coming up now. We got the Champions League, back into the Champions League, but this is fantastic because if we drew this game, or if we have lost this game, it would have been a case of going into that Champions League with defeat, and psychologically we know what that could do to us and stuff like that. W's, 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 W's. Personally, for me, my man of the match will have to be, let me think about this, because Declan Rice was good, but so was Zinchenko. He had a few misplaced passes here and there, but overall he had some great passes as well. Those over the top looping passes, Everton couldn't handle that. He caught them real off guard with them passes. Who would I give my man of the match to? I'll have to say, you know what? Even Bukayo Saka, Martin Odegaard, they all played relatively ish on the same wavelength and level. I have to give it to Trossard, I'll be honest, because he scored the goal, and that goal was not an easy goal to score. It was crazy technique. You had to just, when you just latch onto it on your left, you just latched onto it and power and that bad boy technique. I give him full props, full ratings for that. That's my man of the match. Player ratings is coming up soon, coming up after this. You lot, drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel. That was my reaction for this must win. 3 points on the board. We are up to 13 points. Let's go. Keeping pace with the big boys, as they called it, Man City and Liverpool. I'm not even going to call Tottenham. They're not big boys, bro. This is just a little, you get me? Once they have meaningful games, which with meaningful against meaningful opposition, which they are going to start having now, you lot are going to see the real Tottenham, bro. You understand? It's not just because Harry Kane's left and now because Angie's in. Nah, man, we got them next. Win. We need to go and do the thing in the Champions League this Wednesday. And yeah, people, we move, man. Let's get it. Drop a like on the video, as I said previously, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Look out for the play ratings officially coming up as well. And I'll see you in the next one, people. Peace.